I enjoy this movie a lot more than I thought I would. Minions and Monsters is rattling the theater screens right now. So let's join our minions in their quest, in their chaos, and see where their tiny little hands take us. Now, as we all know, minions have one agenda, one purpose in life: to serve a higher master, someone with an evil agenda. Now, this we have to understand one thing: these are a different group of minions, not the same minions that would go on to serve Gru in the Despicable Me series. No, these minions are on a quest. They are searching for masters to serve, and I think this was a really smart move by the writers because it gives way to a lot of comedy, a lot of hilarious moments. They are trying to serve different masters from different backgrounds, from different cultures, and the hilarious way in which they try to please the masters and try not to prove themselves. It was a spectacle, guys. I literally burst out of laughter. I never thought I would, but I did. I could see even the theater had the same emotion as me. Now, another reason why this was a pretty damn good move was because it gives us a glimpse into different cultures. Now, imagine sitting in a theater, you're seeing a movie, but you're seeing different cultures right in front of you, different eras, different characters. I think this was a really great part of the film. We could see the Queen of England, we could see the mummy in the ancient Egypt, the seven seas with the pirate, and of course, the Vikings. Everything was just great. I mean, I found myself truly enjoying this. And this is only amplified when our minions finally enter a movie set, a Hollywood movie set. There, their dreams just amplify. Now they want to be movie stars. They want to blend in. However, things are not as easy as they seem because their incomprehensible language, their babble only which they will understand. We barely understand anything. And plus, they could not adjust to the ways of the theater, the ways of the movie sets. So ultimately, they are cast out by the powers that be. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is because apart from all the comedy, apart from all the chaos, we also get a glimpse into some real life scenarios, some real life themes which we as adults can relate to instantly. I mean, the kids may not understand it, but we can. For instance, there's always hierarchy, there's always politics. I mean, they are the ones in charge, and they may take decisions that you may not like. And you have these dreams, these aspirations, whether it's to be a movie star, whether you want to be an artist, whether you want to be something you really want. But however, so dreams don't pan out immediately. There are a lot of obstacles. You may get rejected, you may get thrown out, you may be cast out, you may have to downgrade your lifestyle. All these have been shown in this comedic movie, and I'm very surprised because I thought it was going to be all comedy, but it's a lot more deeper than I thought. And also there's trust issues. You just because something looks cute, just because someone looks kind and giving, doesn't mean you can just trust them instantly. You never know what kind of sinister agenda or what kind of plans they may have. So these are themes that I think we as adults can really relate to, and I'm glad that this movie like panned across it. Now, wait, am I being too serious now? Don't be, because this is a comedy movie, a goofy movie through and through. Yes, these are shown, these are conveyed to the audience, but that is not the main focus. Let's move on to the comedy now. Now, I must say the minions themselves. I think their design is just great. I mean, look, every one of them looks similar. They're all yellow. They all look like little capsules, like walking around. They all look similar. They're from the same family. However, you must understand they are not that similar. Everyone have a different personality. Their designs, if you really look closely, they are different. They have distinct features that kind of distinguish them, and they all have their own desires, their own thinking. So I really like that everything is the same, but they're not the same. And their brand of comedy, I think this is where there's a true sell point for this franchise. I mean, if you have observed the brand of comedy, it's a very fast and frenetic style, similar to someone like Charlie Chaplin or probably Buster Keaton. Observe them. Now, minions, are they ever in one place? Are they ever docile? No. They're always running around. They're always panicking. They're always up to no go. They're up to something. There's some silliness. The stunts. They're mischievous along the way. It's very fast paced, and I'm not sure if this works for everybody because it's a very outdated style of comedy. However, with the minions, it works perfectly. It suits their nature, it suits their characters, it suits what they are. The tone is always consistent. I mean, the tone is even throughout. There's not a single place, there's not a single time where I was actually bored in this film. I was always at the edge of my seat. I was always like laughing. I was always looking forward to the next comedic moment. Sure, there are some slow moments, but they're barely slow. They're not really that boring. And I also like that they stuck in some adult jokes in this. That is something different. I like it. So it clearly shows the filmmaker's intent not to make this relatable and likable to the adult audience. Yes, from an instance, this clearly looks like a kids movie, but even adults can enjoy this because, like I said, along with the adult comedy and as I mentioned earlier, the themes, the real life themes which we can relate to, it really it's like all ages can enjoy this without any sort of discrimination. So, and that I think is really smart both in terms of marketing as well as us having a great time. You may be surprised when I say this, but even though their comedic style is goofy and is basically the turn your brain off and enjoy kind of thing, it's actually pretty complex. I mean, think about it. They're not goofy for the sake of being goofy. They're not doing it for the sake of just making us laugh. No, it's in their nature. It's who they are. I mean, when they're planning something, they're goofy. When they're even communicating with each other, trying to tell each other ideas, when they're disagreements, they're goofy. When they're trying to save the world, it's the same thing. So I think there is a lot of intelligence and complexity in their goofiness. It's not just like a circus where there's a clown in front of you, he's trying to make you laugh with no real context, with no real nothing else behind it. No, it's not like that. It's in their nature, and I think the filmmakers have done a damn good job, especially with this film, in showing that to us in different instances. And of course, another thing that appealed to me about this film was the subverted tropes. Now we all seen sci-fi horror. We've seen that scary robot. We've seen that scary monsters. However, in this, all of them have been subverted. They have been literally been reduced to a comedic form, and I really like that. In a way, it is not offensive at all. I found it pretty funny actually. For instance, Dot the robot. I mean, this we know in sci-fi horror, what are robots? Basically, they're killer robots. They have to be feared. They're extremely tough. However, in this, he's basically human. He just interacts with human. He wants to appeal to a human. So, and it's not surprising at all. It fits the word perfectly. And my personal favorite, of course, the Tulu monster. I mean, Chutulu. I don't know how you pronounce it really. Do let me know, like in the comments, how you pronounce it, because I'm not really sure. But I think we're all aware of this monster. He's supposed to be fearsome. He's a mythical creature. He rules the seas. However, in this, he's a squeaky green guy who just moves around with a sinister agenda. I mean, I found that extremely adorable, and I like that they took those fearsome creatures and fearsome concepts, and they reduced them in order to fit into this world. I think that really played well in terms of what they want to show in this film. And of course, the film lover in me was enthralled when they showed classic Hollywood. I mean, who doesn't like classic Hollywood, guys? The good old 20s, 30s, 60s, 70s. I mean, you can see the black and white sets, you can see the politics, the how the direction is done, the typical movie sets, I mean, with all the classic elements in it. And of course, the Josh reference, which I was really, and Josh is one of my favorite movies, so this really got to me. I mean, think about this. A giant shark, 3 minions on a wooden boat trying to fend it off. Seems a lot like Orca, doesn't it? I mean, it kind of reminds me perfectly of the Orca. So this was also very heartwarming to me. I mean, like as a movie lover, you got to appreciate these kind of details. And it's only natural to me personally. So guys, I'll go out on a limb and say this is one of the best spin-offs in the entire franchise. I'm saying it because I realized one thing. It's not just a comedy. Yes, that is the surface level appeal. That is what's been marketed in the trailers and the posters. However, there's a lot more to take out from this. There's a lot of cultural, historical references. There's a lot of life lessons to be learned. And I love it when a movie does more than it's intended. And I think that's what makes this the best. Honestly, the Despicable Me movies did not appeal to me much. Sure, it has its fans, and I respect them for that. But to me personally, it never appealed to me. I just love the Minions spin-off. I just feel that these Minions, when there's no guru, when there's no other influence holding them back, they're allowed to burst out on their own with all their craziness and chaos. That is when they truly shine. We truly see the Minions in the real form, in all their glory. And that is what I really want, guys. I really hope they do more like this, because then I'll definitely stick around with this franchise. I mean, there's not a lot of negatives here, but there's one thing I'd like to say though. Those two monsters that came out, I mean, when that Chutulu monster, that little green guy, when he takes a magic book and summons these monsters to life, and he has this sinister agenda, I didn't find them funny. I found them actually boring. Those two monsters, sure, they had this weird otherworldly designs, but that didn't appeal to me. I didn't find them hilarious like I should have in a movie like this. So guys, what I think about this film? It's great. For the very simple reason, it gives me exactly what it promises, all the way from the poster all the way till the end credits. It's comedic fun, and in fact, it gives me more than just comedy. What I would like to say is, I recommend this movie as an antidepressant. If you're depressed about something in your life, you're going through a breakup, you're going through some trouble in your life, anything it is, you can just watch this movie. It really elevates your mood. It helped me, so I'm sure it can help you. Of course, as an adult, if you're not into this kind of comedy, then I can understand if you don't like it. But hey, your kids might like it. If you have kids, definitely do take them. You won't regret it. If you're into this kind of comedy, even as an adult, you'll have a great time. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And do consider liking, sharing, subscribing with the bell button. It really means a lot to me. And let's embrace cinema together. And until my next video, bye for now.